Scratch, a beautiful platform for all the people who want to be happy, but they just can't do it. Welcome to Scratch. You might be thinking, wait, what's going on? What's going on? Most people should have played this, should have used this when they're like 10 or something. And today, I am going to look for good games. What games are good? Now you could just search up good game. Um, that's not gonna get you very far, as you can see. But there are studios about good games, and if you just search up 1,000+, click on studios. Damn, you're gonna get a lot. So let's go on the first, 1,000 project attempt. 100+ projects. This is where you're gonna find your goofy, random games that people will add. A lot of cool games. But one of them we're gonna check out is called Warrior. This game, a mobile platformer game. We're gonna play it non-mobile though. So yeah, this game is amazing, and it's loud, and it's really loud. No thanks, I'm okay, thank you. Anyway, this game is really cool, going to its art style. The cat looks very cute. The background is high quality. It's not scrolling, but you can still tell that they put a lot of effort into making it work. The only issue that I have is the animations are a bit slower when you're turning. It takes the cat a while to actually turn. It's not a crazy big deal, but I'm going to teach you today that the little things are what make these games the best. I would be reading these lines, but I'm not going to right now. So you can see that this is a very specific type of game. It's a normal platformer game with cute cat. Now, here comes to the issue with these games. A lot of the time, and you'll see it here, you can bounce off walls and stuff. This game is not very realistic. And I'm not saying platformer games are realistic in any way. No, they're not most of the time. But the game just seems too generic. Everyone's doing this. The code seems a little bit janky. If you see the cat, that movement animation again, it's really glitchy and goofy. It does not help the game. And whoever made this, I am not being a bully. Like, I do not want to be mean to you. I am just saying to the viewers, teaching them that if you're gonna make a Scratch game and you don't, like, if you care about getting views, get out. I want you out now. It's Everyone seems to think Scratch is about getting as many views as possible and as many followers. I just died to that 4 times. Oh my god. It's not about getting the most followers compared to your friends. It's about making games. The entire reason Scratch exists is to teach kids to make games, and the fact that this is the hardest level in the entire game. Stop it. I was talking about something and you're just bullying me. Why are you gonna bully? Easy. Anyway, make something. This game seems pretty generic platformery. It's like a game that was made for someone who was kind of newer to the platform and just wants to play games. The only issue with this attempt is that a lot of players have changed over this time, and seeing, like, if you want a game that gets popular, but the issue with these type of games is these games are overused. Good normal players who have been playing on this platform for years will probably notice how generic games like this are. They look the same and feel the same as many other games, which is why the games seem to fall off pretty fast. Now, this game hit 700 views. That is good, but That's over 2 years now. That's basically it's been 2 years since that released, and still hasn't hit 1,000 views. Do you see the issue now? Now that I'm bringing it up, it's true. This game, the way these games are made, have been overused, and just platformers, I feel like, are getting old. We aren't getting any crazy new platformers. Also, we just get more of this. And before anyone says it, I am not making fun of this game. Whoever made this has severe talent. I'm just using it as an example to show that this genre of game is way overused. And I'm not saying this is a bad game. A lot of them are amazing games. This game is good. But after you've been on the platform for 4 years, you can notice these games are glitchy. Look at me right now. Buggy. It it's weird being able to say for me that anyone could go into these games, come out really excited, but the longer you're on the platform, the more you realize that these games are getting old. But you probably don't want to hear me rambling about this all day. It's been 6 minutes. Let's move on to our next genre. The clicker section. These games have been plastered across Scratch for years. They are probably the easiest games to make on the internet. It's really good for people who are getting into Scratch. But I'm gonna open Pizza Clicker and Fame Clicker. Now, first we're gonna go into Fame Clicker. But I'm gonna show you something that I love clicker games. I'm an idle child. I love these type of games. But there becomes one issue with the Scratch variant of most of these games. And that is, they are too generic. We don't see many new games anymore. It's all buy something and it will add +1 per click, or will automatically click for you. That's about all you're gonna get out of these games. Let's see. If I buy one of these upgrades, let's say this. If I say yes, the skin, what does it do? Well, nothing. Now that's interesting. We might think, oh, why would you want that? Well, this is to keep the player playing, because they want to get all the skins that they can get. No. Let's go into upgrades now. Now this is when you'll start seeing the useless side. Plus click. Plus per second. Do you see this? Buy this and it just makes you a little bit of money every second. You can see where I'm going with this. Now, wait, this might just be a bad game. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but it might just be. I bet you not many other games are like this. So we're going to open Pizza Clicker. Now, as you can see, sorry to whoever made this, but your game's been hacked. World record has been hacked 100%. But we're not talking about this. We're talking about in the shop. See the issue here. Per click upgrades, per second upgrades. Per click upgrades, per second. Per second, per second. That might just be the first page. Let's go to the next one. Per click, per second. Per second, per click, per second, per second. You can see what I mean by this now. You can see the issue with this genre of games. Too generic. All of them are following each other. Now, There are a few special games in this genre, and I'm not saying all of them are bad. I mean, I make these games, but I've been working on a game called Idle or Pass Idle, and it has boss battles in a clicker game. I'm trying to make it as different as possible. The upgrade's different. It's very unique. I'll say that. But that's all about I have to say for this section of the video. Goodbye. The tower defense section, one of the most used places on this platform. If you haven't played a tower defense game, you're missing out. Scratch builders, Scratch designers, people who love Scratch. This genre has been good for years, and 2013. I know, 2013, that's old. I'll go easy right now. This, you might think I'm biased. You might think he's just saying this, but, you know, he's saying it like the clicker games and the thing, the platformers, they're all the same. Well, you'd think I'm being a hypocrite because I'm saying these games are cool. Is not the best genre. I will show you that later. Also, this music, can you? Okay. Keep the sounds on. This is not biased at all. I love these games. I'm being harsh about it because there's something always wrong with these games. Now, one thing you may have noticed while listening to me go on about these games is that they all seem to have this fellow problem where they seem generic. They're like the other games. But what am I actually meaning by saying this? I could just be rambling about something stupid. But let's just see for a moment. These games have become generic over time because the problem with Scratch, someone makes an insanely cool game genre, they come up with something crazy, and then everyone copies it and makes it a bit different. They don't add new mechanics, they just make it look a bit different. That is the issue with platformer games, clicker games, and tower defense games. Do you see the issue now? Now, I've only been on this platform for 4 years. That's not a lot of time compared to some people. I'm talking to you, Griffith Patch. I am generally pretty new to this genre. But that does not mean that I am the best player at it. I've been playing these games for years, and I have been making games for 4 years now. Why do I keep scrolling down? Also, yeah, there it is. I hope you're happy, because that's all I have to say about this. I don't want to make fun of games. I hope you don't think I hate these games, because they're amazing. I think they're amazing too. Like, they are better than anything I could make, a lot of these games. Like, I would beg you to give me a chance to make something this cool. But I've made a few tower defense games in my time, and I really think that we should move over, because you can see the problem. They're all generic. If we play a different tower defense, that was the first one. Tower defense. Searched up the exact same thing. This is the game we played. Now let's play Will Wham's version of tower defense. Now, here we do see the problem really starting to arise. What I said earlier, they take a game, they change some stuff, post it out, gets millions of views. That's how they do it. The game is not original. As you can see, selected course, towers, you starting to see, cost. Now this game is cool. Like, this is insanely high quality one. But you can see the issue now. All the games seem pretty generic, I guess you could say. Okay, I'm done rambling about Tower Defense games. So, damn. Yo, I hit this helmet on different. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, the captain, bro. Come on. But I've been screaming at a computer for 15 minutes, and if you have any ideas on what games I should play, and recommend me some different types of games that you think are way better and not generic. Like, if you want to challenge me to see if you can get me to say these games are better than the others. If you just chuck it in the comments might be blocked. I don't do that. Like, I try to let the comments open. I've been trying to on the Rogers Life episodes. I don't know. YouTube keeps blocking them. And I don't know why. But that's me signing off. Goodbye!